Hello, it's Mike. Just wanted to give a quick video of the update that we've got coming out for SensePilot. So firstly, a huge thank you to our beta users who've been giving some great feedback and giving some great ideas as to where we could improve. So hopefully this update has resolved some of these issues and questions. So it's a direct result of your feedback that we've been able to focus our attention on some areas that we could improve the software on. So please do keep sending your feedback and ideas and any issues that you encounter. It really does help us. So let's get into it. So you see a few changes to the camera feed here. So it's giving real-time measurements of what my face is currently doing. And you'll see as you move around, you'll be able to see all of these different things triggering accordingly. So it'll give you a bit of an idea of how you could use each of these and what essentially SensePilot is seeing. So we've also introduced profiles and the ability to swap between them using a facial gesture or switch press or keyboard press, where you'll be able to map out different controls for different use cases, different games. So you'll see bottom left, we've got what your active profile is and setup profiles. So the active profile is currently to desktop. That is your standard profile that will open up every time the app launches. So that's your standard computer access controls. Up at the top left of the screen, we've got editing profile. So this is the profile that you're currently editing. So any changes you make to cursor control, mouse bindings, keyboard bindings, game mode, etc., all get saved to this desktop profile currently. So if I come to setup profiles and I want to add a new profile, I can type in a name here, or I can also use the on-screen keyboard and pick an emoji. So for example, if I'm doing a racing game, I type in racing game, and then I can go up into editing profile here, select racing game. So you'll see I'm currently using desktop as my active profile, so that's allowing me to maintain using all the settings I've made for desktop already. And then you've got racing game, so any changes I make now will be for the racing game profile. So in the game, typically it doesn't use, for example, it doesn't use mouse control, but I'll still need to be able to click between menus, so I'll put the head tracking on. I've got mouse bindings, so I'll need to left click. And then keyboard bindings, I'll need to add in a few controls, so I'm going to press on my keyboard W, and I want to assign that to raising my eyebrow. I'm going to add another one, S, to slow the car down, and I'm going to lower my eyebrows. So if you raise them and lower them, it'll pick up different ones for those. So if we go back to setup profiles and you go to profile switch, here you have the option to switch between all the profiles. So you want to select which one you want to switch between. We let you cycle between 3 profiles. So you can choose here my racing game profile, and I want to swap between them by rolling my lips inside. So you'll see when I complete that action, it comes with a little pop-up showing me which profile is active, and I want to swap back to my desktop profile as I'm still continuing. So you can easily swap between them. Also in setup profiles, we've got a bindings window. So that gives you an overlay. So this will appear over the top of games, of anything else that you've got running on your computer. Just showing you what you've got currently mapped onto your current profile settings. So if I swap back, you'll see it's moved over here. I have left click, W and S mapped out under my racing game profile. So one of the other changes we've made is part of the cursor movement. So we had a bug fix where previously when you raise your eyebrows, the cursor would jump up and down. So we've been able to fix that. One of the things we have also looked at is how game mode works. So if I activate my game mode settings now, we've got vertical and horizontal movements for game mode. And so as you'll see, if you look at these blue dots down the bottom, so we look at the horizontal movement here, the blue dot represents my head and the white dots are the limiting angles for left and right. So as I move left and right, and when I come outside of those zones, you'll see the cursor begin to move, and the same for vertical, for up and down. So you can set these limits yourself. So now I have to move considerably more to hit these, and you can move your left and right accordingly, and up and down as you need to. And then one other thing that we've added is a new facial gesture, which is tongue out. So down the bottom here, if you see where my cursor is, you'll see now when you stick your tongue out, it will be able to be used as a trigger for mouse bindings or keyboard bindings.